What we got? All right, cool. Greetings, all, and welcome back to another episode of What's a reborG podcast. I'm reborG. Thankful and appreciative that you would come out and view your boy. Shout out, we already got a comment from Pops, even while he at work. Appreciate that. Let's not forget our co-pilots. We got that wine, Stella Rosa, excuse me, Stella Rosa, the pineapple flavor. Oh, I ain't tried this yet. Let me get a little taste. Ooh, I likes. Then let's go with the righteous hydration, that water. Life force. Please. Get that water up in you, man. What they say. I don't know. I saw two different reports, man. One said I think one said like 120 or something like that, and another one said 64. I don't know. I make sure I get at least 100 in for real, because I be needing that water. I spent so much time as a kid not really drinking it. Until I got on when I started playing football in high school, I felt that was always better. It was always something better to have, on my stomach and stuff like that. Cause I'd be because if I ate some bullshit before, like practice or something like that, you can feel it in you. You can feel it in your stomach. You got to boo boo the whole time. Now I didn't have any Mark Slayer moments because his name was Stink, because he would literally shit on himself and puke on the field with no problem. So no, it won't never that. But I knew at halftime it was about that time. I knew at halftime, boy, I needed a stall or whenever practice was over. I remember them 2 days too. It's one of those things that seemed bad later on, but while it's going on, it was never no big deal. I didn't mind it. I always loved football, so playing it and all that other stuff was no problem. 2 day practices, hell yeah, they was tough. Would I would I rather done just one? Hell yeah, but I ain't too much complaints on that side of the game. Probably get some football stories later on this summer. Speaking of which, I did play, so and I think I can convey a story entertaining enough that y'all would want to hear more. And then with work, same old, same old. We on lockdown. It hasn't been another case. And like I said before, this is more of a stomach virus thing than a corona thing. So, but they still treating it the same because it's an elderly community. And I mean, hey, let's be real. Anything that happened to them is, a bad fart, a bad sneeze, a bad a bad cough. I'm sorry, I fucked that up because I was reading the homie message. He said nature's Kool-Aid, and that's what my pops used to call it too. Yeah. He said, "Hey man, I want something to drink." Be like, "Man, I got some Kool-Aid." Said, "What? We ain't got nothing in the fridge. We got nature's Kool-Aid." What the heck is that? Water. Man, you could just say water, bro. Appreciate that, you bug, but don't bring that cantankerous aggression over here, man. We all family here, man. I'm not trying to blow up or be famous or make this my living or nothing like that. I just got stuff I need to express and get out there and talk, and this is kind of therapeutic for me. So yeah, it helps me more. Now I'm glad to entertain or inform or be of some form of entertainment that y'all enjoy, whether it be live or in the background or whatever you watch it. So it's just all love. But I mean, go ahead, like this shit, man. Yeah, with work, it ain't nothing. With that one, we had 4 kitchens on a normal day. Well, 4 places we serve. It's only actually 2 kitchens, and the 2 other places are just serving type stations. So with the lockdown, we've only had 1 kitchen open. So it's like 4 or 5 cooks in there. So that's a perfect opportunity to me to get my prep on. I pretty much prepped everything this week, for real. And it's no problem. I cut up some steaks for pepper steak. And what do we have? It was Tuesday. Yeah, we had beef stir fry Tuesday. And today No, tomorrow they're having pepper steak, but it's all cut up, so it's all good. And they're talking about some changes that's coming down. That we getting ready to do more scratch cooking, so that ain't no problem for me. I much rather, I much rather do that. Now it is easier because it's a lot more than half the stuff that we get is already pre-made, like Salisbury steak, pop in the oven. We used to have pepper steak. We used to just pop in the oven, and it used to be from Healthy Choice, but they like that. There's a lot of stuff on the menu from the previous leadership. Um, oh, you might not want to type that in there, Pop. Well, I don't think nobody that works up there is affiliated, so you good, man. Not that you just showed your age right then. When the last time somebody said I even heard the phrase playing hooky? But hey, don't face palm yourself. Hey, I got your genes. I do the same silly shit too. So do the same damn thing. But what else? Everything was cool. Everything good. My people's good. Um, my niece went back to school. Man, my niece getting old, man. She getting old. But it's no possible in a minute. You ain't heard that jump in decades. But just to watch my niece grow up to be a young woman and stuff, she tall now. So, what she like 5'8", 5'9" now? She getting her nails done. She getting her lashes done. She out here wearing earrings and things of that nature. And man, I'm proud of her. She's growing in her confidence, man. And I like to see it, man. Her mom's is doing good. I had a good laugh with her the other day because my mom got a queen size bed, but she only like 5'2". So it just looked like somebody laid out a shirt on the bed. She real small. Sis doing good. Nephew good. Y'all see my pops in here. Antoinette Perry is my pops on this ladies account. So I've been meaning to. It probably won't be this week, but next week I'm going to go through there and set you up a YouTube, pops. Yeah. I got to get all that other stuff going. Ooh, had to crack my neck. That jump feel good. I ain't gonna lie. Even though they say you shouldn't crack your bones, hey, if it ain't feel so good, I'm talking about your knuckles, your ankles, like. And sometimes it just comes about when you stretching and stuff like that. Because I had to have a stretch this morning. Yeah, had to do a little calisthenics, Shout out to the homie Squirrel and the highly respected brand. This is the Johnny drop called Love Self. I don't think I wore it up here before, so I'm not particularly sure. And I like it, Love Self, because that's where it has to start at. There's no possible way that you can love somebody to the fullest or even properly if you don't love yourself first. I mean, you can, but it makes things a hell of a lot more difficult. Trust me. You can't spread love and you ain't started at home. You got to start home. You got to love yourself. Okay. If you need tips, watch any hood black dude or any fat black woman because they have the supreme confidence. So take some notes. You don't have to go the extreme like them, but it's a nice way to build up the ground floor for them. Because self-love is just so important. And I don't think that gets taught enough. Because it's such a foreign thing and I know people will make it feel like it's a self-centered thing or it's a selfish thing, but it's a necessary thing, okay? You have to love yourself, be comfortable with yourself, be confident with yourself, be real with yourself before you can start building upon positive relationships in life. So love yourself, man, please. The job is already half done because we got love for you. So you already know you're loved. You just got to look within. That's one thing, I've been fortunate enough to have in this life is I know people that love me. Clearly. Even somebody like this damn dog, boy who laying here comfortably napping and stuff. See, Pops. Hey, he don't drop a lot of jewels in here. He just be a lot of watching. Try to make sure y'all take that and spread it around because me and my Pops, we don't care, man. As long as the message gets out there, I don't care who delivered it. We don't know everybody, so it's best that you go ahead and spread this information and sayings and quotes and stuff like that. Whatever you get, just go ahead. I got some. What I didn't plan on doing nothing today because I'm off. This was it. Like washing my ass, doing a video, and playing some video games was going to be pretty much it. Now I may go see moms. Yeah, I may go see moms later, but that's just an hour out today, so that ain't no problem. Been playing MLB The Show since it got released. Last week? I'm gonna just go ahead and skip the road to the show portion and just go straight to the franchise. Just playing franchise by myself because that road to the show shit is boring at this point. It still takes the same amount of games that it takes on any difficulty level you playing on and whatever the hell you're doing. As long as you playing all right, you'll be straight. Because I tried one year, last year, matter of fact, I said I want to see how fast I could get there. So I put the joint on beginner because I usually play on experienced or advanced, whatever that one is in that area. I usually play that one. And, I'm pretty decent at it. Been playing it a while, so I'm okay. I can get to the league with no problems. But I said, let me try to do a little experiment. So I went and I put it on like beginner, cracking like 3 to 5 home runs a game, batting 700. And it still took the same amount of time than when I was batting 376 beforehand. So it don't make no difference. Just go ahead and hit the franchise mode. You know what franchise needs some help? FIFA. Because they don't even have real awards in there. And it just don't seem right. just when you play, you got a superstar on your team and he balling and all he get is the football player of the year. No Ballon d'Or, nothing, huh? No FIFA player of the year, nothing. Just regular ass awards. That junk trash. I think they might be the last game like that because NHL got real awards. The NBA one got real awards. Well, these awards, as far as football, just came up, but at least they got the Super Bowl. They got the defensive and positional best players and stuff like that. So at least you get that. I don't see shit for people. And Slide, if you watching Blackie, Lil Kachuk about to come up on 40 goals. He got about 37 right now. So, then I was going to watch the Black Lady sketch show because the new season just dropped. But I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait about like 2 more weeks till there's some more episodes because they come out every Friday and they don't be having a lot. But I want to binge that instead of just watching it week to week, one episode. Shout out to Robin Thede, man. Even though, she did steal some people jokes and turn them into skits. Their best skits are the ones, that don't have any controversy or anything behind it. Like the Black Lady Courtroom, that's my shit. I ain't gonna lie, both of them part 1 and 2. That jump was not that. I like that. The fortune teller with the paper, she had that one. That was, for the most part, most of them are good. Because I only know of, from what people said, is like 2 skits, and they won't even like the best ones or the really good ones. They were all right. But shout out to the ladies, man, doing their thing, man, for real. It's, as long as it's entertaining and it's funny, you won't get no complaints from me. Because as a black man or as a black individual, I would really like to see more representation on TV, but I want the shit to be good. All right. That's the one thing, man. I don't give a damn who's the actor, because as long as it's good, I'll give it a watch. Because that was trash. Remember a few months ago, they tried to come back out with the Wonder Years and do the exact same show, but for black people. Y'all got to stop, man. Especially nowadays, not just the Wonder Years. Everything don't need a remake, man. Everything don't need a remake. I heard they were supposed to be doing another Friday or some type of buddy comedy, whatever, with Vince Staples and Drewski. I don't know, man. Just Leave that part of it. We don't need to remake everything. Okay, we don't. If it's already been done, it was already good. Just leave the legacy at that, man. We don't need to put shit on syrup and call it pancakes, okay? Just because you know and call just because you pour syrup on shit don't make it pancakes. So let's just put a halt to that. Because it's not like they don't have good ideas. There's good shows out all the time. Network, the basic four networks, Fox, CBS, NBC, ABC, they still got a decent show or two up there. And the cable networks like the premium junks, HBO Max, because that's the Max, is Cinemax. I don't know why people thought it was HBO Beyond or something like that. The Max is Cinemax because they've always been, they've always coincided. Showtime and Stars, they got some decent shows out there too. So, man, just use these people, man. God damn. Stop coming up with this silly shit. Because the premise don't matter. If it's good, it's good. Like, I'm not a nerd, but I enjoyed the Big Bang. It was funny as shit to me. So, and I couldn't tell you nothing about no proton, neutron, or electrons. I don't know nothing about no scientific math like that, man. I'm no physicist, but I still enjoyed the show. It's cold, but it ain't as cold as I wanted it to be. Now, this water looks very frothy, and I'm gonna enjoy every drop of that junk. But yeah, that's pretty much what I had going on or whatever. Let's go on here. Y'all saw the title. You know what it is. It started last night. Playoff intensity, baby. Because, man, it's already starting for real, for real. Oh, well, Juba, you a nerd. So that goes without saying, sir. I already know. There's a couple of them up there. And I'm proud of the black nerd community for, being loud and proud now. Because y'all used to be in the shadows and shit. It's good to see that y'all can step out in the forefront. I'm a nerd too. But to be honest with you, the shit that you was considered nerdy for watching is something that everybody watches nowadays. So we started with the play-in games yesterday. Minnesota beat the Clippers, as I expected. The Clippers, I don't know. they playing without a lot. They playing without, like, when you missing 50 to 60 points, yeah, that one's a little crazy, bro. I can't lie, man. That's a lot. So the fact that they did that was cool. Cat didn't have a good game, but it was partially the coach's fault. First of all, the coach didn't try to establish him down low. It was a lot of outside plays, and he can't hit threes, but I want you to start on the inside first to go ahead and loosen up everything else. Get everybody moving in different pieces, because once you do that, you get about 3-4 buckets in that basket. You start to confuse shit, and then that's when you can take it to another step. The center will play off on you on the pick and roll because he think you're getting ready to come back to the post, because it is a switch out. You getting ready to take the little man. You could do the pick and pop. You could do a pick and fade. He could even come off screens after a while. But as long as you establish yourself on the block real quick and let them know, it don't have to be the whole game, but just to let them know, oh, I can get buckets right here. You're not going to be able to stop this. So just think, if the shots ain't falling, this is what you're going to have to deal with. So, excuse me. But Ant-Man showed, that's what I'm, hey. Ant-Man, I fucks with Ant-Man, yo. Ant-Man, he's an alpha dog, man. People think that it was Karl Anthony Towns and is the leader of that team. No, it's Ant-Man and Patrick Beverly, because, he loud and shit like that. But Ant-Man, he's coming through with confidence, supreme amount of confidence. Like, there ain't been too many confident basketball. I haven't seen too many players that outwardly spoken about being that confident. And I enjoy to watch every bit of it, because the little shit talk is cool. We enjoy it. But he was him and D'Lo showing up. Now, if D'Lo can show up, they could give somebody some trouble. maybe not win a series, but it makes it difficult because we know D-Lo can hoop. His confidence just been shot because he fucked up and left Brooklyn because he knew they were bringing Kyrie and KD up there. So he went to Golden State. Let me get this ring. He found out it won't it. So his confidence has been shitty for a while now. So in the Clippers, they just need to get healthy. But shout out to Tyronn Lue. He did as good of a job as he could have. And he could have did that same job in LA when LeBron asked about it. Quick thing about them. Leave LeBron the fuck alone. He's still a legend. He's still top 5. He's still a GOAT in people's opinion. I leave him the fuck alone. He solidified himself. He's allowed to fuck up. He hasn't tarnished his legacy. He hasn't fucked it up or none of that shit. LeBron is still one of the best NBA players of all time. So shut the fuck up. Leave him alone. He made a bad decision. The shit didn't work. So you know what it is. And Westbrook, you soft, cuz. Oh, man. And in the other game, Brooklyn beat Cleveland. Now, when the homies asked me yesterday, because my homie Black Man asked who we had for the play-in games. And I said, I know Brooklyn going to win, but I'm going to go with the Cavs because I'm tired of hearing about them. Okay? Until they come out here and play like the team, man, they should have been playing like this. This team shouldn't have made the play-in for real. And I don't put that totally on the players because I give Kyrie props for standing his ground. And, you know, if you believe that in your heart, you fight for that, you know. And he ended up getting the dub for it. So I can't be mad at him at that. And KD, we already know you're a bucket. The issue with Brooklyn is Steve Nash. This is what happened when you get a coach who hasn't even been an assistant or is the type of dude that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I never thought while he was playing, he would make a good coach. Not trying to say he couldn't, but show and prove is the type of thing. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. And I saw it this morning. Chris Broussard said they're going to win the Eastern Conference. You beat Cleveland without Jared Allen. You beat a bunch of young boys. Man, they got a bunch of 19 and 20-year-olds over there. You're supposed to beat them. Now, you got a real opponent coming up, which I will be discussing later. But after that, we got Chicago, Charlotte, and Atlanta at 7. I'll be watching. I'm a Hornets fan. Loud and proud, goddamn. And even though I think they are going to lose, I'm going to pick them because it's my squad. I don't do a lot of homer shit a lot. So this will be the chance. And because I love this individual so dearly, I think the Spurs are going to beat the Pelicans. Only because my pops is a Spurs fan. And they be having players I like. Like, I followed DeJounte Murray since he was down in Seattle, man. And, you know, I'm a fan of dude. I was glad to see when he got the All-Star. That was just – but New Orleans could be nice. Maybe not this year. But if you just think how good they got when they picked up McCullough and if Fat Boy want to get out there and play basketball, this might be the team you could do it with. For real. Like I said, I don't think it's too far out of line to say that they could be like Memphis next year. Come out of nowhere and get a top 4 spot in the playoff seed. I can't say that. With Zion, CJ, BI, and maybe one more 3-point shooter. It's hard for me to find what you call it. Man, if you don't hear the hell up. That was good. So let's go on here. Where is the it just take too much time. Oh my God, that's trash. I went to go look for a playoff bracket. They didn't give me shit. All right, the first one, we're going to start on the Eastern Conference. We're going to start at the gauntlet. You know what I'm saying? Miami or whoever they got in the play-in, they'll beat them. It don't matter. Yeah, they'll beat them. It's no problem at all. Philly and Toronto, That's going to be a better series than people going to give it credit for. Because I know they haven't been watching Toronto, and what they didn't realize is that they were outside the play-in shit like a little bit before All-Star break, and now they the fifth seed. Siakam put up a good year. Scotty Barnes is pulling some Anthony Edwards type shit because he alpha dogging out there. Fred getting buckets. Gary Trent, 6-man of the year candidate. Achua and Boucher, they playing good. Like, this is a nice squad. If I'm a star, I don't think it's too far out the line. Toronto don't look that bad, but I mean they do as far as taxes go. Because I heard that was a horrible place for taxes, so that's probably not a lot of people go there. But I think if they could be a player or two away from really being able to contend, and they won the series against Philly 3-1, and we know Philly has a hard time with chasing teams like falling teams that run up and down the court a lot. So we know that is something to watch out for. But it's Philly. And Embiid playing at an MVP level, which I will discuss later on in the episode. And if Harden, I'm not just going to put this on Harden, but he's needed. We need you to get them buckets. We need you to get those buckets so you can free up everybody else. It'll make Tyrese Maxey's shot easier for him to score, so much easier. And Tobias, man, y'all might have to get rid of dude, man. He don't be doing shit. Now, for real, man. It'd be the most empty stats I've ever seen, man. And if they do, I will say this. I wouldn't be surprised if they lost the series. Because Doc already been talking shit, and I ain't even gonna lie to you. He's probably one of the most overrated coaches in the NBA. Say what you want. Now, I'm glad he helped get KG and Ray Allen in them the championship. But let's be real. With Thibodeau, we already know Tom Thibodeau is a defensive genius. So has his defense been as good since he hasn't been around him? Now, Thib don't know shit about offense and putting people on the bench. So, that's why they balanced each other out real well. Next, we got Milwaukee, Chicago. Milwaukee will walk out of that because they don't have anybody in the front court for Chicago to make Giannis do any work. He's going to be dunking all over Patrick Williams and Vucci Mane. Middleton going to have to show up because if Levine is playing, Levine and DeRozan, it's a lot of work. And Drew Holiday can only cover one of them. So I give it 6 games. And Boston Boston is playing Brooklyn. I'll go Boston. They playing well as a team right now. Like, they seem unrattled and unshaken for real. They're really growing as a team. And they got experience already. So on the other side of things, it really don't matter who Phoenix playing. Because I already told y'all, I think they're going to make it out the West. Dallas and Utah, Luka getting ready to get funky. So Golden State and Denver, the good thing about, if Curry comes back, it'll be good because Clay starting to cook. He's starting to get that flicker going. He's starting to warm up. And this is a perfect time right before the playoffs. And Curry come back, that could boost his confidence. And, man, we can catch it. Jordan Poole out there, off all 3. So Jokic's going to do his best, but they ain't coming out of that. And Memphis, I guess Memphis versus Minnesota. I don't know. Yeah. Memphis versus Minnesota, which would be interesting because it'll be a battle between 2 of the young dogs who look like they just don't want to be good. They want to be the face of the league. Like between Ant-Man and Ja, and Memphis has already proven that they can hoop. I ain't even going to lie to you. So if Memphis win and they get to play Golden State the next round, heavyweight championship bouts is what I'm discussing. That was just the first round. I'll give y'all next round next week or whatever. But right now, I would like to go over the NBA awards. Who I think should win the award and just discussing the award in general. First, we're gonna start with the big dog. We're gonna start with MVP. My personal pick, Jokic. He's missing 50 points. He don't have another star on the team. He don't even have like great role players. They good, but they're not great. And he's still putting in that work. Giannis dominating, but still, you got one of the best defenders in the league, and you got Middleton who fucks people up. Lopez is back, and Lopez, when he discovered last year, he remembered he was 7 feet, and he was getting all the buckets in the paint on Brooklyn. That opened up a whole nother game for him because he realized I can go down there and get buckets on smaller people. And when the big dudes get on me, I can go off for 3 because I've hit the most threes. I want to say he had the record for most threes by a center in one season. I don't know if Cat broke it or anything like that, but I know he did have it. Embiid carrying that team on his back, bro. So I can't even cap. With most of these awards, it's about 4 to 6 people who could be up there. And if any of them won it, I wouldn't be mad at all. Nope. Because you could put Luka up there. He's been carrying the hell out of the team. Book, CP3, DeRozan. Because even though they fail, they ain't in the play-in. And it's because of his play. Ja, even though he missed like 20 games, Ja, he's changed the culture over there. For real. So it's a lot. Tatum, if you want to consider it. So, even if Jason Tatum was to win, I would be salty for Jokic and Embiid and Giannis, but hey, you can't say he ain't hoop. You can't say he put up MVP quality numbers, but between Jokic, Greek Freak, Embiid, Book, and Ja, if any of them won, or CP3, if any of them won, you wouldn't get no complaints from me. Most improved player, before he got hurt, Robert Williams was up there. I wouldn't have gave it to him, but I think he should be up there. Tyler Hero, Jordan Poole, Desmond Bain, Miles Bridges. But my pick, DeJounte Murray. Dubs up. Shout out to Washington, man. Shout out to Seattle, man. The dude been hooping. He listening to Pop, and he's turning himself into a very good player. Now, unfortunately, he might not be there much longer. Because if the Spurs don't start winning, LeBron done changed the way in the NBA where you don't just have to sit here and take these losses. Excuse me. You can change your own narrative and go play for a winner. But I'm gonna give it to DeJounte, man. It's a couple of people. Darius Garland could have been most improved. Even Ja. Defensive player of the year. Now, don't take no offense to this black man because you my homie. And I fucks with dude. But get Gobert the fuck out of here. Get him the fuck out of here. He got to go. They're getting lazy with this goddamn award. All right? They starting to really start. They're going back to giving it to the bigs all the time because the last non-big to win it was what? Kawhi? Well, we know how he do on defense, so it was undeniable. And Draymond, I count Draymond as a big because he ain't out there on the perimeter all game. But my pick for defensive player of the year is fucking Drew Holiday. How many years do we have to hear NBA players, past and present, say how good of a defender is? It's legends in the game that say Drew get funky on defense. Give it to him. Another person, second place, Mikal Bridges for Phoenix. That boy be locking up, and he's starting to get his buckets together. You can see why they finished at the number 1 seed, because they hoop. And he played all 82 games. Damn. One of only 5 players. I know it was him, Sadiq Bey, and 3 other dudes. Powell, I mentioned it last week, but that is crazy that he played the whole jump. Marcus Smart. If you the best defender on what's considered one of the best defensive teams in the league, goes without saying. I don't need another big to win this for at least another 5 years, because there's enough guards and wing players putting in work. Like, go ahead and give it to Drew this year, then give it to Bridges next year, then Smart the year after that. Because to play defense on the perimeter is so difficult now. With the rules catered to getting buckets and catered to the offensive players, hey, man, if you can give somebody trouble with that shit, go ahead. And it ain't like Drew, because Drew, when Brooklyn plays Milwaukee, Drew be guarding Durant for real, for real. Yeah. Six man of the year. It was some good ones this year too, man. Luke Kennard for the Clippers. Tyus Jones, he filled in for Ja tremendously. If you're looking for a point guard in your starting lineup, man, hey, make it light on yourself. Miami, y'all don't think y'all gonna be able to keep playing with Kyle Lowry, chubby, with his fucking chubby self at the PG for much longer. I mean, get Tyus Jones, man. He's orchestrate the offense, can dish off, play a little defense, hit an open shot. Don't just treat yourself sometimes. Cam Johnson for Phoenix, like I said, number one seed. Everybody who Kevin Love killing them off all three. Too damn thin to go down in the paint. Because he lost when he started losing weight, he tried to go in there and he started getting hurt because he wasn't as solid as before. So you turn yourself into a decent player. And you help the Cavs. Veteran leadership, very young team, you know. But they'll probably go to Tyler Hero. You putting 20 off the bench. You damn near guaranteed to get the 6 man of the year award. I ain't even gonna lie to you, man. I can't lie. Yeah, he just had to get it together and find his role because it wasn't going to be in the starting lineup. But if you coming off the bench, like Jalen Rose said it perfectly, like years ago, it doesn't matter who starts the game. It's all about who finishes. Miami's not going to go into a fourth quarter without having Tyler Hero somewhere in there. All right? Trust me. Rookie of the year. This one was another tough one, man. Because Scotty Barnes changed the culture in Toronto. This was a better rookie class than I anticipated, to be honest with you. Because I didn't expect everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like it was a real, like, what they say, top heavy draft. So but a lot of the guys started coming. I don't know what happened at the All-Star break. I'll be dead honest with y'all. A lot of players start stepping their game up right at the All-Star break. And Chris Cage started hooping. He had Minnesota. I mean, he had Detroit out there competing. Wasn't doing a whole lot of winning, but they was sneaking up on a lot of teams getting dubs because they was playing hard. Jalen Green, he just said it last week. What did you discover in your first season in the NBA? And he said, I'm a bucket. And I want to say, what he ended off like 40 for the last game. So Evan Mobley became a catalyst for the Cavs, man. Made them a good defensive team. Once he steps his offense up, gonna get a little crazy. Giddey looked good for the Thunder. Wagner looked good for the Magic. Zaire Williams plays a good role. Duarte was out there hooping. Sengun was out there playing good ball. So it was a better class than I anticipated. Josh Christopher showed that he may be a problem later on. But for the most, yeah, I mean, it was a good rookie class. It got a lot of better players out there than I expected. So kudos to them. But I'm going with Evan Mobley. Cleveland was only supposed to win like 25 games this year. I did not see them doing this. And the only reason they ended up in the play-in because Jared Allen got hurt. To be real. If he don't get hurt, they're not even in the play-in. That's our rookie. Coach of the year. I think they already said Monty Williams is going to win. But you could pick anybody. Udoka at Boston. Bickerstaff at Cleveland. Finch at Minnesota. Nick Nurse in Toronto. Jenkins in Memphis. Spoelstra. Tyronn Lue. But let's go ahead and give it to Monty Williams. You know the bad part about it, Lakers fans ain't gonna like that. He was the first candidate like LeBron wanted when he got there. He wanted Monty Williams to be the coach. It was either him or Tyronn Lue, and he said he didn't. They turned it down. They tried to lowball him. That's what it was. They tried to give him that weak ass bag, and they ain't want to accept it. And ain't no problem with that because you expect more because you're worth more. And now he's showing that he's a hell of a lot worth more than what they tried to offer him. Shout out to Monty Williams getting ready to get this. Shit, I forgot about what you call on defense. Diab will be out there locking people. Locking down. I ain't gonna do all NBA first team and all that other stuff because I don't give a fuck. I know they do because it gets to their bag. I want to say Drew Holiday made like 300K for playing 8 seconds in the game, and I think he played like he met the quarter of games played for the season for that bonus, and he got his 300K. And the team was nice about it. He did the 8 seconds. He fouled old boy. Everybody on the bench cheered for him. And, hey. And who don't fuck with Drew Holiday, man? Let's be real, man. Now, it's just not me being a homer because I've been following since high school. And well, he's a good dude. Maybe he took the year off to be with his wife. And because she had I want to say she might have had brain surgery or something like that, even while she was giving birth to the baby. And so, man, he's just a good dude overall, man. Quiet, chill, just go out there and do his job, and that's it. Now we getting ready to take it to. Oh man, we getting ready to change sports. But shout out to Albert Pujols' old ass getting a home run last night. That was surprising. I don't even know why he's even out there, to be honest with you. Man, I'm not bringing his old ass back for nothing, man. Man, he can't even be a hitting coach on my team. Why? It won't like he won't good. He's an all-timer. But let's go ahead and be real, man. He's a special athlete, man. He's a special dude. He's not like everybody else. Like when it comes to the grip, man, I can't. Like somebody like what was his name? Like I mean I don't want T Mac teaching me shit because it ain't as easy as when you do it. You know what I'm saying? Like this ain't as easy, bro. All right, and you nice, so I hope you don't think that this is it. Help! Oh. Okay, and I saw another article. If you don't have it, do yourself a favor and sign up for the Disney Plus bundle with ESPN Plus and Hulu. Hulu, I don't know. I mean, I don't watch a whole lot of stuff up there. I barely go up there. My niece can watch all the Bob's Burgers that she wants because that's her favorite show. I wish you would tell me a lie, Simone, to say that's not your favorite show. But that one, Disney Plus, Pops, anything, Marvel, cartoonish, anything, he own it. But that ESPN Plus, that's worth it. Now it's sad that it got to the point that you got to pay for a subscription to get some of the good articles. But if you don't, I mean, when you do pay for it, you get some good stuff. Now they did because you got to remember, not only was it a place, the website was a place for you to get stats, it was also a place for you to read like good ass articles. And they're slowly getting back to that. They had one good ass article yesterday about they called him the most dangerous player in Penn State history. I forgot what his name was, Todd Horn or something, Hold or something like that. He was a fucking menace to society. He was out there raping and sexually assaulting women, robbing people, and all that other shit. And there was another case like Sandusky. What you call it, try to act like he didn't know what the hell was going on. They tried to sweep it under the rug. You know exactly what the hell going on, all right? For somebody with as much power as a Joe Paterno at a college, you know what the hell going on. But outside of that article, they had a good one last night that came out about the top 100 running backs in college football histoire. That's history in French. You know what I'm saying? Boy, try to learn a little something out here. Number one, I couldn't argue with it all. Number one was Barry Sanders. Barry Sanders was, if you just read the stats, it's amazing because I didn't watch Barry. I want to say, yeah, Barry graduated and left school in '88. I was only 5. I was just discovering other stuff. I knew who Bo Jackson was and Marcus Allen and stuff because of the Raider fan. But, I didn't know nothing about Barry. But, Barry put up ridiculous numbers, man. And the last sentence says it all. He was untouchable and electric. And for all that college football fans, writers, coaches, players have seen over the past 150 plus years, we've never seen anything else like Barry Sanders. That's enough. If they would have wrote this, if they would have wrote the same thing and he was like anywhere other than one, it would be trash. Like, come on, man, don't give this dude this glowing remark, and then he don't be the one. Archie Griffith is number 2. Now I ain't even gonna cap with you. I really don't think he should have been number 2. Thought it should have been Herschel Walker, but they because Archie Griffith was the only one to win the Heisman twice. How bad of a year was it that second year? Who was he going against that should have won this year? The third was Herschel Walker. Now listen to this. Mind you now, Archie Griffin for his career total at Ohio State had 27 touchdowns. Herschel Walker had 52, man. Like, cut it out, dude. Damn. Ricky Williams was 4th, and I watched that live. Nobody was fucking with Ricky. I'm going to just put it like that, plain and simple. Now, if the quarterback play had been a little bit better, would have been a national championship type team. But Ricky, man, it was so bad, man. Like, you ever seen when people run through people and they don't even break stride? They just keep running and they just go ahead. Remember when I know y'all remember this. Remember when Adrian Peterson was playing Pittsburgh and he ran over, it might have been Ryan Clark, or ran over the safety and stepped on dude and all that. That's how Ricky used to run in college. Now, he did do a little bit of that in the pros, but a lot of people were stacking up against the run. This team wasn't really that good. Mike Ditka made the dumbest draft that move I've ever seen in my life. And you'll hear about some of these dumbass draft stories next week because we're going to do the What's a reborG podcast NFL mock draft. And I can comfortably do this with a smile the whole time because my team don't have a first round pick. So there's no possible way we could fuck it up. So, yeah, Ricky was completely and utterly crazy. And number 5, I know people hate to see it or say it. They got OJ at number 5. OJ was like the first superstar running back. Like, it was other stars in the league like Paul Hornung and Jim Brown and, Marion Motley. It was a lot of guys who did their thing at the running back position. But OJ was the one that was doing TV, color commentary, commercials. OJ was doing a lot of shit. And that's just how nasty he was on that field. I ain't going to get into the other stuff. But that's Tony Dorsett, the 6th one. He got 63 total touchdowns and 6,500 yards of rushing. He right up there with Rick, man. And he won a championship too. Ricky ain't win no chip. This shit kind of disrespectful once I really got to look at it. They got Vincent Bo Jackson at 8. Earl Campbell at 9. I heard he was ridiculous too. I think, and he only at number 10. I think Reggie Bush should have been higher than 10. Then I don't know. I can really think right now of a more electrifying player. When it comes to most electrifying college football players, it's a short list, and he up there. If my pops is still watching, he was pretty much our equivalent to Johnny Rodgers. For those who don't know, Johnny Rodgers played for Nebraska in the 70s, and he was a slot receiver, running back, return man. My pop said he was amazing, and he said that's his favorite college football player all the time. So if he say that, put a stamp on it. It's real like that. He was like that. And Reggie Bush was crazy. Reggie Bush was must-see TV. So when they make that excuse every year, nobody's up late to watch Pac-12 games. Y'all lie like shit because y'all watched every last one of them games during that USC run. How the fuck do you think Oregon got popular? Because people was watching the damn games. So shut up, man. I don't want to keep hearing that shit. Well, it's tough for Heisman voters because of the East Coast spot. No, y'all just got some bullshit ass voters up there who don't need to be up there. Man, nobody want to hear that excuse, especially in this field. It's a Saturday, man. You ain't going to work tomorrow. Stay your ass up past 9 and watch some of these Pac-12 games. Now, the conference ain't what it used to be. I will say that. But if it's some talent over there, hey, how do y'all have so much footage on Kayvon Thibodeau? Because people were watching him. Just like y'all gonna sit there and watch Noah Sowell at Oregon the next 2 years before he go to the draft. That's who I want. I hope he can. I hope there's a way he can come to the Raiders, because Noah Sowell is a physical freak, and we need every bit of that in our franchise. But thanks for coming out. Thanks for enjoying the show. Thanks for like, comments, and subscribing. Appreciate the chat room being active and getting at your boy. Some of these people may fuck around and be on the show. You never know. So once again, thank you. I'm always grateful, man. I got mad love for all y'all, man. Appreciate it. To the very end, bro. To the very end. Got mad love for y'all, man. Y'all make me enjoy doing this. I really enjoy doing this, bro. So once again, man, hey, appreciate it. And once again, y'all catch me next week. We're gonna do this mock draft for sure. And there'll be some other stuff to talk about. Oh man, before I leave, shout out to Eldrick Tiger Woods for going out there playing golf. Little Eldrick was out there playing golf with a metal hip and shit like that. He damn near died a year and a half ago. And he played good that first round, but he got a little crazy. Shout out to Scheffler for winning. Really didn't give a fuck. I'll be honest. It was all about Tiger. Even with him not playing his best, Tiger is still the most popular golfer ever. So happy trails to you too, man. Oh, you damn fool. Y'all enjoy y'all day, man. I'm out, man. Be easy, be you, and be loved.